So you ever have one of those Saturdays where you get done working and all of a sudden your sink needs to be replaced? Or your faucet, I should say. Yeah, so my wife was doing something in here and it needs to be replaced. It's old. It's a cheap handle thing. Water started shooting out of here. It feels cheap. We're actually surprised it's lasted this long. And we've never liked it. So I'm going with Moen because I've had nothing but love and success for Moen products, sinks and faucets in the bathroom and our shower. So yeah, I'm replacing this. So anyway, you can see I have my stylish light on my head. Kind of makes me look like I'm ready to work out, Xanadu. But turn the light on and it's super bright. So that's what I need. I'm gonna climb under there and check it out. All right, upon first opening, you can see here I got my handy dandy instructions. I'm gonna give this to my lovely assistant. Here you go, lovely assistant. And all right, there's our base. There's our base ring.
Just make sure it's the right color first.
Make sure it's the right color. It's brushed nickel. There's our sticker, I guess. Here's our little thing if we're gonna. They have a hand pump thing, but I don't have a hole for a hand pump thing, so I'm not gonna do that part. This is very heavy. That's gonna be the weight that actually pulls this hose back down. There's our new faucet. And looky here, they even gave you the tool that you need to put it on with. That's why I like Moen. They're so thoughtful. You guys win as far as I'm concerned, just on being thoughtful. Yeah. It's that sort of kindness that makes me come back to you. Yeah, alrighty. What else is over here? Alright. That's pretty much it. Here's that little pump thing that I don't need right now. Alright. So, let me climb under here and see what I need to get to take this out of here. Oh, my wife got me the really nice light. Yay. All right, step one is always turn off your water so that way you don't get everything wet. Turn off both. And always test it to make sure that you've done it the right way. Yay, hot and cold, both are off. Now when I undo this, I shouldn't have water shooting out of the top, so that'll be good. So down here, I have unhooked my hot and cold lines. And I've got this hose right here had the faucet on the end. It's got a weighted piece in between. That weighted piece is connected on the inside to itself. And rather than cut it down low, I cut it here. And I'm just gonna let it feed through. And this may have water, but I've got a towel down here. I'm gonna pull it slowly. And it don't, it's dry. Okay. I was pleasantly surprised that it was dry when I unhooked the hot and cold as well. But now that I have this main bolt underneath here that secures it to everything, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh, this main bolt right here, see this? It has a connector that I can use a tool to undo. Hang on. Okay, so from under here, you can see this bolt that holds it. And now with this wire undone, I can fit this over to connect to the old one. And no, I can't, it's a different size. All right, now it's time to use the adjustable. Let's go to the adjustable. It's the 7/8. 7/8 fits the bolt that's on this old one. The one I hate. The one we've not really cared for since the day we got it, but we got it and we were like, well, We'll just use it till it dies, and then we'll get another one. And today's that day! Hooray! Alright, the old one has been removed. Dun dun dun. See, we got a fresh new spot to start over. Yay! Remember when granite tops were a big thing? Yeah, me too. Alright. Alright, so I'm following my little steps. I realized that it had a circular gasket, and then it showed this gasket, but you only need that if you're covering existing holes. I don't have existing holes. I don't know why we used it before, other than the fact that we were used to looking like that. Probably didn't need it before. Anyway, we're just going with just the gasket around the hole. We fed everything through, and now it says I need to go underneath and put that little bracket over that and screw this little screw on there. So let's do that. All right, it says to get up under here and tighten this down. I had to find that bolt. I thought it was this thing. This is a little plastic piece. And I thought, well, that's not any good because that doesn't fit the mechanism. It would screw on to start with, but it's got a little lip there. So I was like, that's the wrong piece. And then I lifted up the box and I found the bolt underneath here. So I was like, there it is. Anyway, I climbed under here, and it's good to have an assistant because my wife was up here to make sure to hold this steady and make sure it covered the hole like we wanted. And it's got the word Moen right here, and she wanted to have that lined up straight. So it was nice to have her hold that while I tightened it underneath. And I tightened it using that tool and a screwdriver in it to twist it. All right, so next step is it has that plastic piece. Okay, well that's easy. I got that right here. It's a pretty simple fix. And then we got to feed in the hose, and then the hose quick connects to the other piece. Okay, that's simple enough. Let's do that. All right, I got my weight on here, and I've got my wife to help me feed the hose through and the little plastic pieces on the end. Now the next step is to hook up your hot and cold, tighten them down, turn your water on, and then turn the faucet on to see that it comes out of this. They want you to do that step before you put the head on. I guess that way, in case you have to undo something, you don't have to go too far. So we're gonna do that. Well, we got everything hooked up, and now I have a drip. A drip I didn't have with the other faucet. This is a brand new faucet. Why do I have a drip? That's not good. All right, so I figured out how to turn off the drip. So apparently this is brand new, but in their manufacturing, you gotta think they're in a factory, so sometimes things are moving pretty quickly. I watched a video online about how there could be something causing this connection not to be good. My neighbor Paul is a retired master plumber, and I had him come over to help me. He goes, okay, this should be an easy fix. I was like, oh good, I like your confidence. I said, I've already watched a YouTube video. He goes, so you're an expert. So that makes it funny. But anyway, on the back side of your handle, right back here where my finger is, there's a little hole for an Allen wrench. Right back here is where the Allen wrench goes. Now you gotta have the valve open in order for the Allen wrench to take off the handle. So it's best if you have your water off. Turn the water off, had this in the open position, was able to undo the Allen wrench and pull it out. I didn't want to remove the screw altogether, so I just loosened it enough to get it off. Once it was off, it's like a plasticky piece that looks like this stuff. It's a little nub that goes around this little thing. You push it in and twist it, and it comes out. And then there's almost like a nut on the inside made of plastic that holds in the cartridge for the faucet itself. You have to take some pliers and twist it so that it unscrews. Once it unscrews, Mr. Paul said, hey, how about grab some paper towels and just rub it around the inside there. He goes, there might be some debris that's causing it to maybe have a little bit of a gap. So we took the paper towels, wiped it out, looked over everything, made sure it was good to go. We put it back together with the little thing screwed in. We tested it out, turned the water on, and opened up the valve, and nothing leaked. So we're going to call that fixed. I put everything back together, and my wife is just right behind me with the thing. Anyway, making videos together. You got to love it. Married life. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.